Fifth day of OTAs, it's a lot of excitement. Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy expressed the excitement for the new team foundation that they will have to build.
It's a foundation where you can at least get used to some of the tempo. You get the base load of the plays. So when you get up there and you have these next few weeks here to get yourself in primo shape.
It forces us to go back, all right, to the foundation of establishing the foundation, of building it and making sure that we're addressing all the little details of every concept, so to make sure that everybody has a complete understanding of exactly what we want.
New defensive line coach Joe Cullen, who came from Jacksonville and is now here in Kansas City, expresses his excitement for the new team and the new foundation.
Starts at the top, from our owner, from our general manager, our head football coach. Just, every time you step in the building, everyone's trying to get better. Every time you step on the field for an OTA or a Phase 2 day, just chasing greatness and chasing another championship. That's what I love about it.
Chiefs have their second day of OTAs. There are a lot of new faces, especially wide receivers. They practiced down in Texas together, and now they are back here acclimated together in Kansas City.
First off, I think we got some chemistry in. Just getting with those guys for almost a month and working out with them, throwing with them. We'd go to lunch, go to dinner, stuff like that. You kind of build that chemistry.
Yeah, they kind of like what I see. Big guys that they can run and play physical. Again with the rules, there's no bump and run, so they haven't had to answer that part of it. But they're big, strong guys.
Travis Kelce expressed his gratitude for the new incoming players and how they are willing to learn.
Guys flying around, and that's all you can really ask for is, they come into the building, they understand the type of energy that we have here.
Chiefs will continue OTAs the next 2 weeks and then wrap up the offseason with mandatory minicamp. Deasia Collier-Williams, Fox 4 Sports. The United States men's soccer team is here in Kansas City this weekend to play Uruguay as they prepare for the World Cup. They played Morocco and beat them 3-0. But Uruguay will be tougher. But they will treat them like any other opponent.
It won't be any different, to be honest. We want to stay competitive. Our main goal is to execute, the game plan. And I feel like playing a team like Uruguay with the likes of Suarez, Cavani, all these big players, it's good for our experience. And we're taking it step by step.
Uruguay beat Mexico 3-0, so the USA team is in for a challenge.
Cavani, so I know what they're going to give in the attack. I didn't really watch the Uruguay versus Mexico game, but I'm sure we're going to prepare that beforehand and see everything. But I already know they're a good team full of quality, full of guys that play in Europe at a high level. So, you know what you get when you play teams like that, and it's just about being focused, sticking to our game plan, and competing.
The USA team is still trying to gel together. That's why facing World Cup level competition will help them get better.
A lot of us are young, and we're still getting that experience against these high level teams. So I feel like playing a team like Uruguay that has a lot of stars is amazing. For me, it's a dream come true.
The USA plays Uruguay on Sunday. This is Deasia Collier-Williams, Fox 4.
Not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
Welcome back. It's your girl Deasia Renee, back with another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys the top 25 AP rankings for week 13 of college women's basketball. First team on the list, the only team that is left undefeated in the NCAA Division I, South Carolina. Number 2, K-State. Number 3, Iowa. Number 4, Stanford. Number 5, NC State. Number 6, Colorado. Number 7, UCLA. Number 8, Ohio State. Number 9, LSU. Number 10, Indiana. Number 11, UConn. Number 12, Texas. Number 13, Baylor. Number 14, Notre Dame. Number 15, USC. Number 16, Louisville. Number 17, Virginia Tech. Number 18, Oregon State. Number 19, Gonzaga. Number 20, Utah. Number 21, Syracuse. Number 22, Creighton. Number 23, West Virginia. Number 24, North Carolina. And number 25, a new team in the top 25 AP poll for week 13, Princeton. So now that I've let you guys know the top 25 rankings, we're going to get into the week of January, like 23rd, all the way till now, which is January 30th, close to the end of the month, and we're about to enter February. So first things first, I'm going to talk about what happened yesterday, which was LSU getting upset by Mississippi State, and this will be their third upset on the season. First team that they were upset by was their game against Colorado. Considering Colorado has been in the top 25 this whole season, it is now revealed that it could have been a toss-up. Colorado was pretty good. Then they're upset by Auburn a couple weeks ago, which I talked about in my other previous video, where they just got outplayed in the guard play in the point guard spot. Now they are upset by Mississippi State, and that game was crazy. So first things first, watching LSU in that game, LSU looked like they were asleep on defense. Like, just defensively reacting 5 seconds later. Like, when the ball was in the air, their feet was not in the air, they're not moving, they're just moving slow. Like, everybody seemed to be tired and looked exhausted besides Big Foe, Flage. She seemed to be the only person who was not tired and not moving sluggish. She seemed to be on it. She was on it. Defensively, offensively, she was competing on the other end of the floor, but everybody else just looked tired. Shots were short. Layups were missed, which that's pretty much normal, but they're used to getting the rebound and getting the back. But everything just looked sluggish. Anissa Morrow looked like she was not even there. At times she would score a bucket here and two, but she was not dominating like how she has usually been dominating. And ever since the Auburn game, she has been having some decent games and some good games pretty much. But in this game against Mississippi State, it was like she wasn't even there. She usually has a very dominant presence. She's usually on the board. She's usually very aggressive. In this game, she looked passive. However, they were making an effort to make sure that they boxed her out. They were making an effort to guard her and do well, but she just seemed to not be there. Like, she wasn't awake. Once again, the point guard play was not well. Freshman Miracle, who plays at Mississippi State, she was everywhere for Mississippi State. Defensively, she's bringing the ball, controlling the pace offensively, but defensively, she was a key factor. Yes, they had three-pointers knocking down. They were making their shots. They were making some crazy shots, which were wild shots. Like, no way they just made that. But defensively, Miracle was disrupting LSU's offense. She took the ball from Haley Van Lith. She took the ball from Poe, I believe, too. She got back some back tap. She back tapped Angel Reese at one point in time. It just seemed like LSU was not connected in this game as a team. Like, she was everywhere. She was disrupting their offense. Haley Van Lith is still struggling. I don't know what it's going to take for her to get it going. Her and Poa. Poa was struggling as well. They were getting frustrated by some calls from the referees, but they just didn't seem connected as a team. They just looked like they were moving very slow. Like, everything was just in slow motion. Defensively, getting out to shooters in slow motion. Slow to the glass. And Reese, of course, is quick to the glass, but everybody else just seemed like they were moving slow. Like, Mississippi was just moving. You could just see how Mississippi State was moving at a much faster pace than LSU was. I don't know if they were tired. I don't know what it was, but they were moving slow. It was kind of crazy. And then they weren't getting out to shooters. They couldn't find the shooter who was hitting all the threes. Darian Rogers. Yes, Darian Rogers. She had 19 points, and she was literally sitting on the three-point line, like, everywhere that she's catching and shooting, knockdown, catching and shooting, knockdown. And they seem to not know where she was. Like, she's getting these three-pointers, they're getting out to her, and then when they were getting out to her, they're like seconds late. They kept, at first in the beginning of the game, they kept putting Angel Reese in ball screens, people are just driving by. Angel Reese is not even making an attempt to meet them at the basket for a block. Like, she looked tired. She still had her 20 points and her 10 boards, still averaging her double-double, but everybody just looked like they were sluggish and tired, and Mississippi State came into play. And they're ready to go. Defensively, Haley Van Lith is struggling against these guards. Like, these guards are being able to meet her wherever she's at on the floor. Like, they're sliding their feet. Those moves that she was doing in the ACC to get by, hitting people with quick moves and going, she's not able to do that on these guards. They're keeping up with her. She's not able to get herself free. And when she is getting herself free, she's not hitting the shots. They're all short. They are not sliding their feet defensively. They're getting driven by, and they're getting straight line drives. And although Angel Reese has to be ready for help side, or the bigs have to be ready for help side, it's like, you guard your yard. You got to guard who's in front of you, slide your feet and get through screens and talk. LSU seemed like they weren't talking or nothing. When Angel Reese got that back tap, Miracle back tapped it from her to turn the ball over. It's like, it's a whole bunch of LSU players, and then Miracle just comes out of nowhere, and it's LSU players running behind Angel Reese, and nobody's saying nothing. Like, nobody's saying that she's coming. Nobody's saying anything. They're just letting stuff happen. They're not communicating to each other. It seems like they're just freelancing. Angel Reese is bringing the point guard spot down. She's not even looking for a point guard to set up a play. She's trying to bring the ball down and take somebody one-on-one off the dribble in the first 30 seconds of the shot clock, which is early in the shot clock. And I feel like it's just no control of the game. There's no point guard to control LSU. It's just everybody's just out there on their own, doing their own thing. Like, do whatever they want to do. They're not playing together. Crazy. Insane. Came to play, came to hoop. And she's talking her stuff. So Hannah Aldigo had herself a night. 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And UConn is a great program. But it's like, hey, listen, I don't know. That's why I'm saying these top 25 polls change every week because you never know who's going to win. And if you're not tuned into women's basketball, college women's basketball, you're lost in the sauce and you need to tune in. It is crazy out here. Every week is an upset. Every week it is, you don't know who's going to win. One team may be number 2. Next week they're number 11. K-State was number 7, 8 for a long time. Now they're number 2. They moved up in the rankings in the polls. They moved up to number 2. Nobody has been safe besides South Carolina. And South Carolina still had to fight for their safety versus LSU. If LSU had got some stops defensively, which I feel like LSU is not there defensively yet, but if they would have been there defensively, they would have beat South Carolina. They let South Carolina hit those 2 threes at the end of the quarter. That was 6. That would have been a tie game. And on top of that, LSU missed some layups and some key shots. So yeah, y'all. I want to know in the comments what y'all feel about who y'all think is going to win Freshman of the Year. I think it's going to be Juju. But Hannah, she's, I don't know. Hannah's tough too. Hannah be getting it done. I like Hannah. And she's a little guard. I love watching Hannah. I feel like it's going to be Juju. How do y'all feel about LSU getting upset once again? How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about the point guard play? And how do y'all feel about UConn letting Hannah Aldigo score 34 points? I don't think they let her. I think she said, I'm coming in here. But, like, how do y'all feel about that? And how do y'all feel about these new top 25 AP rankings? Who do y'all feel is going to move up and down? Who do y'all feel should be moving up and down? Who do y'all feel should be number 2? Nobody has been saved between South Carolina. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please tune into my next videos that are going to be coming. And I'm going to be pushing out more videos consistently and more content on women's basketball sports. Thank you for watching. Peace.